Wow, okay. Well, thank you for coming by again to Healing Conversations with Z. This is Zuri Bibi. I was going to use that video for on YouTube, but a phone call came in and it shut the video down. I don't know how to fix that, so that's another story. So, a couple of cards already fell out, but I'm doing a self actualization spread, and I haven't started the reading yet. I'm just pulling the deck, pulling the cards. So I have just one more card to pull out, and then I can actually start the reading. So the last card that's coming out is the path for the future. Let's see, what is that card? I hate when I'm quiet like that, but it's just that I'm concentrating. Alright, and since I'm starting over with this video, the self-actualization spread, it is life is a pilgrimage towards self-actualization. Though we seem to move through linear time, the true measure of our journey is the growth we experience and the choices we make along the way. And these four cards will represent the process of your self-actualization moving through your life. So this is something for the collective. This is not a individual reading. And the first card represents where you are today, and where the collective is today is in DNA. And the journey inward is the Luna and the volcano, but it's upside down. And then your journey into the world is the labyrinth. And your path to the future, your outcome, is the Himalayan passage. And I'll read each one. And this is what the self-actualization spread is. Okay, the first one is 25. Conscious evolution. And when I see this, I look at DNA, think of how we're all made of DNA, everybody here. And human DNA uses the phi ratio to form the wave that spins our genetic codes. Within the double helix of our DNA and the human energy field, we have access to a hidden store of knowledge and wisdom called the force of, or the holy light. And I guess that's what that light is in the background. Unlocking this information is a primary study of many individuals today who feel that human potential and the ability to heal ourselves and the planet are encoded in this spiral matrix. We presently know of 2 strands and 64 genetic codons in our DNA. We are in the process of activating codes that will aid in the shift from third dimensional to fourth dimensional reality, which is the course evolution is taking. We are turning on 10 additional strands of DNA, which, including the present 2, will afford us what seems at this point ultimately unlimited possibilities. I'm just messing up all kind of ways. The emotions of love and compassion influence the harmonics of the heart and speed these changes to our DNA. Each time you act from your heart rather than from fear, you contribute to the evolution of humankind and the healing of Mother Earth. Open your heart to the reality that love is the answer. So this is where you are today. You are on this path of evolution. You're on the path of consciously evolving. Your inward journey, which is movement, because that's present. This is present. This is movement. This is movement, but it's movement within your inward journey. It's at 35. 35. No, 54. No. Yeah. Expect change. So on your inward journey, it's expecting change. And because it's upside down, our pictured on this card is a geometric seas of light reflected across quiet waters from the light of the full moon. A triangle of fire accents the pyramidal form of the volcanic cone and speaks to the energetic potential held dormant within. And with it being upside down, though, it reversed, it says, you are in the midst of unexpected change and in search of a calming aspect. Be advised to fully experience these occurrences. Do not retreat to your old ways. The gift of change is also growth. So whatever is going on in your life right now, don't revert back to your old patterns of being, because this is part of the growth cycle. Once you go through this, it's a gift, and you'll grow from it. You'll grow from this change, because there's going to be some kind of unexpected eruptions, that you're going to need to be calm for. Just when you think you have things under control, things are going to happen. All right. The journey into the world, your movement out into the world, is the labyrinth. This is how you're journeying out into the world, and that's 31. Spiritual path. So a lot of people, myself included, on a spiritual path. And the labyrinth is an ancient design found in most cultures. Some examples date back more than 4,000 years. Labyrinths have probably always been used as spiritual tools. A labyrinth has only one avenue. Its geometry combines the circle and spiral into a purposeful, meandering path. The way in is the way out. There are no blind alleys. A profound tool for meditation, the labyrinth is a metaphor for your spiritual path. Also a feminist Christian icon, the labyrinth embodies inspiration and represents the hero or heroine's journey. Experiencing a labyrinth induces heightened awareness and can serve as a psychological and spiritual tool for exploration. Explore this card as you might walk a physical labyrinth. From a passive, receptive mindset, allow activation of your intuition and inner knowing. As you view this card in relationship to your inquiry, open to any messages you may receive and feel how your emotions respond to these insights. Move from your outward point of inquiry to the place of inner knowing. Sit in your sacred center, giving thanks for the gifts you have received, and then move forward, move outward, where this guidance can become your truth. So, this is like a little plant, a maze. How would you deal with the maze? How would you deal with this? Because the way you get in is the way you get out. I've seen these in the little math, those little toys little kids get, where you put the ball in there, and you have to try to get the ball to go into the center. You have to really become very precise in knowing how to get there, and you have to be patient. So while you're on this spiritual path, you're going to have to be patient and focused, and take your time. This is not something that's going to be rushed. And that's how this is your journey out into the world. That's how you're going to act within the world, with patience, and taking your time and looking things over, being observant. Your path to the future is the Himalayan passage. And let's see what this one is. And it's a rebirth. It's a rebirth. So, wow. Let me read it. It's a rebirth. Certain times and occurrences within each life transform that life forever. Sometimes they occur in quiet moments. Sometimes they happen as a result of challenging or traumatic events. This card explores your connection to such events and asks you to take a fresh look at how they may have influenced what is presently transpiring in your life. Within the triangles are the four mountains of your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. I like this card. This is the one. See right here? You got 1, 2, 3, and 4. The symbol in the center represents the You know how they say That's what that's for. Hold a significant event or insight, past, present, or future, in your awareness. Sense where it sits in your physical body. What does it feel like in your emotional body? What information does it bring to you mentally? How does it affect your spiritual knowing? Each of these insights offers guidance surrounding the lessons you have been gifted. Each provides a means to a deeper understanding of events that transform your life and offer you rebirth. Thank Spirit for the opportunity to learn, grow, and change. Know that the ultimate gifts are healing and transformation. Use the sound of to release any trauma and incorporate these insights into your present. This is really interesting because earlier I had the card that I had was Metatron's. Where is it at? I think it's 55 or 53. Nope. Well, anyway. Oh, here it is. Metatron's Cube. And it talked about community. So you can, if you looked at the message of the day, was how dealing with how you can use these 4 cards to talk about how you're dealing with community, because I will, because just to put it short, basically you're going through a conscious evolution that will change, that you should expect change on your spiritual path, that's going to have you that's going to give you rebirth, that's going to cause you to have a rebirth, pretty much. And that's going to happen with in the community. That's what's going to happen. This is pretty interesting. I'm hoping, these type of messages are a little different than what you may see in the regular collective, but it's still a healing conversation. It's letting you know that you're on your path, and these things will be happening to you while you're on your path. These are things you can deal with to help you deal with your inner child wounds, your young child wounds, your teenage wounds, your young adult wounds, your present wounds. You can use all of these things to help you deal with the things you're dealing with on your journey in this life. I'm hoping this message was clear, and that somebody could receive something from it and that they can work with. All right, you all take care. I will speak to you all soon. Peace.